Today is September 25th of 2015, and I want to share with you a vision that was given to a fellow minister of the gospel. She called me last night at 10 o'clock, and her name is Jean, and she shared this vision with me. And she said she saw me standing under a mulberry tree in a bridal gown. And she said the gown was sheer lace with flowers. And she said she saw my left side, and I was looking up into the mulberry tree, but I did not have a veil on my head. And Jean said somehow that was really important, that I didn't have a veil on my head. Then the Lord said these words to her: ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The way the bride has been will be no more. She said, then she saw me in a full suit of armor with a very thick sword in my right hand, and the sword was raised above my head. Then the Lord said these words to her: when you hear the sound of me moving in the mulberry tree, then you will go into the battle. And after she had shared that vision with me, immediately this is the scripture that came to my mind. In 2 Samuel 5, verses 22 to 25 says this: then the Philistines went up once again and deployed themselves in the valley of Rephaim. Therefore David inquired of the Lord, and he said, you shall not go up. Circle around behind them and come up in front of the mulberry trees. And it shall be, when you hear the sound of the marching in the tops of the mulberry trees, then you shall advance quickly. For then the Lord will go out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines. And David did so as the Lord commanded him, and he drove back the Philistines from Geba and as far as Gezer. And so this morning I went into prayer, and I asked the Lord about the vision that Jean had about me the night before. And these are the words that the Lord spoke to me regarding that particular vision. Now, the reason I'm sharing these with you is because I want you to take notice of what the Lord spoke to me, because not only are these words for me, but they are for you also. He said, the bride of Christ does not wear a veil. Christ is your veil and your covering. He said the bride receives her instructions directly from Christ, so therefore you have no need of a veil. He said, I am preparing my bride for the battle. My servant Jean saw you first dressed as a bride, and then with the full armor of Yahweh. He said, the thick sword in your right hand is my word. The mulberry tree is your place of safety until I instruct you to go into the battle. In the vision, you were looking up at the tree, waiting for me to stir the tree as a sign to enter into the battle. The time is coming very soon where I will stir the mulberry tree. The time is now for the bride to change into the full armor. Make yourself ready. The battle is about to come. But be rest assured that I will go before you and fight the battle, and I will give you the victory. No longer will my bride be the ashes and the dust. I have prepared a place for her, and she will be with me. This is my last call for my bride to take her place. And I want to repeat that. The Lord said, this is my last call for my bride to take her place. And also this scripture came to my mind when he said this was the last call. In Revelation 22, verses 12 to 17, Yahshua says this: and behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give everyone according to his work. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those who do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. But outside are dogs and sorcerers and sexually immoral and murderers and idolaters and whoever loves to practice a lie. I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify to you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. And the Spirit and the bride say, come. And let him who hear say, come. And let him who thirst come. Whoever desires, let him take of the water of life freely.